Obviously, we're worried about the new coming government. This is a very religious government that for certain is going to harm individual liberties of Israeli citizens here. As the opposition, we are going to fight a lot of this legislation. I hope that the first few days, as they seem during this week, is not something that's going to represent this government, because the legislation and the moves that they're doing this week are, in Hebrew we have a word for it. It's called a kombina. It's like sort of a hack or like a trick. Things like that. And unfortunately, during the week when we're meant to celebrate internationally how we are fighting corruption, unfortunately this government is trying to pass legislation that is curving some of these edges on what's allowed and what's not allowed here in Israel. We have parliamentarian tools in order to fight them. And today was our first win, as we were able to push this legislation and they're not able to bring some of it today. It was postponed to tomorrow. So that was our first victory. We'll continue to fight it and try to postpone it so that they do it properly, like any government should do, and pass legislation after their government is founded and is created. This is the normal way that things would work, instead of bringing legislation before this government even was built or was constructed. And so they have another, 10 days of a mandate in order to try and pass the legislation without constructing a government. And we're going to try to fight it for 10 days in order for them to do it properly, as any other government should do it in a democratic manner. You can see right now that all the other parties who served with Netanyahu, having them paying a very heavy price. I mean, they refused to sit with any other prime minister beside Netanyahu. And Israel went into 4 elections time after time for that sole reason, that those parties refused to sit with anyone else. And you know what? They're coming now to Netanyahu after taking our country into such a turmoil of political, something that never happened here in Israel again, elections after elections, and they want to cash the check. And Netanyahu, obviously, is giving them more and more authorities and ministries and position because, as I said before, they want to cash that check. And so, unfortunately, I'm very worried about the coming government. We're going to fight anything bad that they're going to try and bring. I hope, and I really hope, that they will act in a very responsible manner. I mean, anything that they'll bring to defend our country, to defend our people, good reform that's going to benefit our people, we're not going to be in opposition to the country. We're going to help out, and we're going to see how we can assist in giving the citizens of Israel a stable, a better future, economic-wise, security-wise. But if they try and do all of this chaotic things and crossing lines and trying to do tricks and things like that, that's not going to work. We're going to try and fight it.